Hey, Tad.
Yeah, Alex?
Let me tell you about my wacky adventures trying to get to a Miku Expo concert.
I hate myself. Oh, I hate myself. I hate myself. Oh, I hate myself.
Okay, so, surprising to absolutely none of our 4 listeners here, I am a gigantic fan of Hatsune Miku, and all Vocaloids in general, really. So, obviously, I went and got a ticket to Miku Expo 2016.
Yeah, after I sent you a text message saying, hey Alex, check this out. Can you believe these fucking nerds are going to a fucking Vocaloid concert in America? Ha, what losers, right?
Yeah, am I right?
And then you fucking text me back, yeah, I just bought 2 tickets.
Yeah, for me and my friend Ryan, who lives out in Sacramento in fucking California. You know, that beautiful little location. So, bought the tickets a while ago, we talk about it, finally the month comes, just a little while ago, and we go over, like I fly over there, go to his house, it's whatever. Now, let me start this adventure off right.
Because this all happened, what, like literally less than 5 days ago? Less than a week?
Like 2 days ago, it just happened, I just got
Yeah,
back.
I know. Alex, you see, it's K-Fob, because this podcast episode isn't going to come out until, like, tomorrow.
Well, you know what? Those 4 viewers can fucking deal with it, alright? Tell them to fucking bite me. Now, as I was saying, 4 viewers, he picks me up from the airport. 20 minutes into our journey, he gets pulled over for speeding by a cop. He was going 90.
Why was he going fucking 90?
I don't know, but apparently the cop goes on my side of the door, too, and just talks, like, past me, so I'm just, like, in this really awkward situation while this is all going on, by the way.
Did he check you for a giant 20-sided die?
No, but he patted I told Gutsu to pull out his, though. I challenged him to a duel, dude. Trust me, it'll work. I got Tad out of a fucking ticket. So, anyway.
Did you start telling him about League of Legends? Because I know he doesn't play Dota 2 because he's a fucking nerd.
Says you. Okay. So, he gets his fucking ticket. Now, Gutsu, Ryan, that's his name is Gutsu. I'm gonna flip-flop between the names because I'm a fucking little bastard. So, Ryan gets a goddamn ticket, and he was going 80 and ramped up to 90, but the cop wrote down 80 to be a little nicer. That was his first offense ever, and he got a ticket, and apparently it's $10 per mile you go over, and the mile was 60, so he went a lot. So that's like a $200+ like speeding ticket he's got to pay for now. Hey, it's his fault, not mine. So after that, we go to his house, I meet his really old-ass grandpa, meet his mom and his brother, everyone's cool, we hang out, we watch videos and stuff, we watch a lot of Sunny in Philadelphia. We go to David's Pizza, the legendary David's Pizza. You know,
Wait, the real David's Pizza?
Wait, with the commercial that black guy is from, yes. We go to
Holy
David's
shit.
Pizza. Yeah, it's in his neighborhood.
That's
they had
amazing.
really goddamn good pizza. I bought a big slice of pepperoni.
Did you do the thing? Did you reenact the commercial?
I should have bet Gutsu on it, but I did not, because there was a lot of people there, and a lot of them were not white, and I didn't want to die. Then we went to GameStop. I was going to go get Kirby Planet Robobot because V was talking about how that came out. Turns out that was the Japanese release date that just came out. We don't get it till June. So I'm like, well, I ain't leaving this GameStop. I didn't go to California GameStop for nothing. I pick a little $15 Star Fox plushie and I just walk out. I got a little Fox McCloud now. That's my souvenir. By the way, Sacramento is allegedly, according to the guy, one of the shittier GameStops they have. But it was way nicer than the one I got. So thanks, Boise, Idaho. So, after this boring crap, the night of the concert finally comes, aka the next day. We're ready to go. I'm a little excited. I'm a little nervous. I'm so nervous that I ended up forgetting the $40 concert earplugs I bought for both of us.
$40?
Well, because I bought 2 pairs and I got 2-day shipping.
Oh.
So I bought them literally right before I went on my plane. That's why they were so much money.
Oh, because you bought them, like, at the airport?
Before I went to the airport, like, literally the day before, like, the day before.
Oh. Oh, and you just had them, okay.
Yeah, because I wanted those, and I didn't want to get ear damage like people were fucking scared, fear-mongering me on the goddamn internet about. But hey, I forgot them, so you know what? We didn't need them anyway.
I don't think it's because of the volume that you go deaf at a fucking Vocaloid concert.
You don't go deaf, it just...
You just bleed a little bit.
No. You can burn out the inner ear hairs of your fucking ear, and you will not be able to hear at certain frequencies anymore.
Well, whose fault is that? You decided to go to an anime concert?
Well, I mean, my ears didn't fucking burn out. I could still hear, so I'm fine. Anyway, so we go. It's me, fucking Ryan, and his grandpa. So we go.
Did you ever learn the grandpa's name?
I think he said it once. I just call him Gramps. Like Mr. Tracy. Just Gramps, dude. Anyway, so we go down there. It's a 3-hour drive to San Francisco from Gutsu's house. I was not told it was going to be 3 hours, but it's okay, because it was actually kind of fun talking with fucking, I'm going to keep saying Gutsu, but his name is fucking Ryan. Ryan and his grandpa, because his grandpa is 82 years old and really likes politics. You know what an 82-year-old man is when he knows about politics. We stopped by at Chili's. I got some ribs. His grandpa mentioned that he always carries a gun on him. That made me really uncomfortable.
Did he tell you about Trump?
I don't think he supports Trump, ironically enough. He's a Bernie Sanders guy. Because I guess they're young, they're old enough to have gone to high school together. So after a while, we go down to this big ass bridge to go into fucking San Francisco, right? Mm-hmm. And Gutsu's goddamn grandpa is like, hey, this bridge is really old and, rusty and shit, right? And he's like, Grandpa, please, and not right now. I need to drive over this. And he keeps going on about how this bridge is awful and, on the verge of collapsing and freaking Ryan the fuck out. And his grandpa's hard of hearing, so Ryan has to yell just to speak to him because he has a hearing aid, but he lost it, I guess. So I should say he had one, and everyone has to yell to him. It's so fucking awkward because we're just screaming in the car trying to talk to him and tell him to please be quiet. But we have to yell, please be quiet!
This mental picture of, he's, shaking violently crossing this piece of shit bridge, and his grandpa's just yelling about how this structural integrity, it was condemned!
So,
it was condemned!
We get into San Francisco, and we're driving around. The place is goddamn packed, because, it's San Francisco, and it's 7, the sun's going down. We go by this really bad part of town just to try to get to the fucking Warfield where Miku Expo's at, right? There are no less than 200 homeless people all lined in the streets and looking as, shady and depressing as possible.
Holy
I look
shit.
at the one and say, Jesus Christ, I just want to listen to Miku. What the fuck is this? This is not what I signed up for, God. So we pull into the slightly nicer looking street. There's a huge line of weeaboos. And I'll be racist. There's a huge line of white people, and this is the right location. So we get out. Gramps goes to park, and we go, and Ryan tells me, we're only going to listen to this for 1 hour. I'm like, yeah, whatever, it's probably only going to be 1 hour. And then Ryan gets a text from his grandpa, because he went to a little parking area, and the parking guy was, been there all day, and Miku Expo had another showing earlier, right? And he learned that it's actually 3 hours long. And I'm like, wait, what? I didn't fucking get told that. What? And we started asking a couple other people nearby, yo, how long is this going to be? I don't know, an hour? I don't know, maybe an hour and a half. How long could this possibly be? And we're like, oh, shit, no one knows anything. So we get in, past everything. We skip all the fucking merchandise. We're slowly inching our way in line. There's a couple cosplayers. No one really stands out.
Wait, they had the merchandise outside?
Yeah, it was snaking inside. The merchandise was in there. When we got in, the merchandise was off to the side. I'm like, fuck, this is crowded. I just want to get in the goddamn concert hall. So we get in there, finally sit down. We have a nice spot, up in a little balcony. Not too high. It's in the middle, there's the ground floor, then there's the middle, and then there's people who are so poor they go all the way up there and can't see shit, right? So we're in the middle. We're mid-fags. So we're hanging out there. I forgot my concert earplugs. I'm like, hey, you know what, Ryan? This is going to be all right. We don't need them when we're up this high anyway. So then the opening band, Amananaguchi.
Those are an actual band.
Well, yeah, Miku's an actual thing, too, Dad. By the way, there was in the Warfield, despite how shitty the neighborhood is, the Warfield's inside was really nice because the building's really old, and that's pretty much the only reason. It was built before this place became a shithole. And there was, pictures of all the famous artists there. And Ryan said, imagine if Miku gets put a picture on here now. There's all these real artists, and then, next to Ice Cube is just Miku.
Real artists like Ice Cube.
Well, I didn't look at them. I just saw Ice Cube's face there. There was a shit ton of pictures there, but he was the first one I saw when I walked in, and it made me think a little bit. So sue me, I didn't look at the rest of them. There were so many fucking people around me. They were distracting. There were a lot of girls with super little cat hair headbands, too. Again, you knew you were in the right place with those little attention seekers. So we sit down. We were fucking hanging out there in the middle. We're mid-fags, and they start playing. And right before I said to Gutsu, I'm like, we didn't need these. They start playing. You know what? I regret that. We needed them. Because they're really fucking loud. Like, holy shit. So they're doing their opening thing. And Gutsu checks his clock. Little I know that 30 minutes has passed. Remember, we were only here for like an hour. Now I get a little sweaty.
You get sweaty?
Because I'm worried, like, oh my god, if this opening act is super long, I might have come all the way out here and not get my Miku. I'm gonna fucking kill myself if this happens. Gutsu will never let me live that down. I'm like, oh god, I'm sweating bullets. I'm looking left and right. Like, they finish a song, people cheer. I'm like, oh, it's finally over. Then they start playing another song. I'm like, god damn it. I'm freaking out. Ryan is like fucking looking at me with a smile, looking at the clock every like time they finish a song too. I'm freaking out. So then they do an intermission, and he's like, imagine if this intermission is like 30 minutes. I'm like, don't you fuck with me right now. If this intermission is 30 minutes, you're giving me 2 songs, man. You're giving me 2. I'll make your grandpa wait. He's like, I will leave you. I'm like, I will make you stay.
The grandpa has a gun. What are you gonna do?
8-year-old man on the loose with a fucking gun. So anyway, intermission's happening, and I get really scared. Like, it hits fucking 45. We have 15 minutes left, and I am, like, dying inside. I look up to the shitty, like, old paintings that are, like, 100 years old on the ceiling, because this is a really nice old place, just in a bad neighborhood, right? I look up at these things, I'm like, God... These aren't religious paintings, but they're going to have to do for now.
Oh, my God.
Look, God. Hey, I'm serious, by the way. God, I know I don't pray to you much because my mother's a piece of shit, but you know what, God? You're right. Give me at least 2 songs, and I will legitimately apologize to my mother for being a little shitbag sometimes.
You looked up, fucking put your hands together, looked up at this painting of Ice Cube, and just thought, God... Please, give me 2 songs of Hatsune Miku.
Please, Ice Cube, give me what I want. No, not a fucking Ice Cube. It was goddamn, like, in the fucking hall. It was like fucking theater paintings. Like, they're like 100 years old, because the Warfield's actually an old-ass place. So, like, I said, God, these are gonna have to do. Anyway, the intermission stops. I'm like, the music starts playing, like, Gutsu's like, I don't think you're gonna make it, Alex. And as soon as he says that, everything dims, and Miku comes on fucking screen, you hear everyone cheer so goddamn loud. So loud that I could physically feel it inside my ear. I could feel sound, Tad. It grabbed my eardrum and flipped it upside down. It physically felt like water was coming into my ears. Like, physical water, if that makes sense. It felt like a force. And I turned to Gutsu and I said, thank you, sweet Lord Jesus. Thank you, God, and anything up there. Just give me 2. And Miku comes on. She opens with some bullshit. Like, they introduce the fucking band who's also playing with her. I don't give a shit who these people are. They could be goddamn 4 Ice Cubes. I don't care. So... she opens with The World Is Mine, whatever, we expected that. But after that, she has this little thing she says, hello, San Francisco, I hope we have, like, a super good time, it's happy to see everyone here. And Gutsu's like, oh, God, when she said, hello, San Francisco, because it was Miku saying it in English, and he just put his hands in his head in his hands, and he's like, oh, God. And I'm just like, I turn it in with this massive DreamWorks face, full on, one eyebrow up, one smirk going, and I just look at him. This is exactly what I've been waiting for. I sat here sweating for this. Miku plays a few other songs. She plays this one that it was in Project Diva. I don't remember the name of it. It was the fucking one outfit with her guitar. She played one of my favorite songs, Two-Faced Lovers, and she played one more. Then right when the duet was going to happen with Luca and her, Ryan wanted to go because it's been a little over an hour. I'm like, all right, let's get out of here. You're right. I got 4. I got twice more than God gave.
God and Ice Cube combined their powers.
Please. So we leave. I don't buy any merchandise because it's overpriced as goddamn hell. Like, I don't want a $50 fucking t-shirt. Piss off. We call him over, and now I get to see San Francisco when it's actually dark out and there isn't a line of white people and guards protecting me.
Wait, there were guards?
It's San Francisco. See, considering this 2 streets over was that 200 homeless people, yeah, Tad, there were.
But I went to Lexington for that Comic-Con. there was,
Mhm.
it was really, really nice. Like, I stayed at a Hilton, and I was wondering, I wonder why this Hilton is, like, physically connected to all these different concert halls. And then when we were leaving, we took 2 streets to the right, and it was full of homeless people and very dirty train tracks. Also, I stopped at a Kentucky Fried Chicken in Kentucky, and it was I knew, I'm like, I'm not even hungry, but I need to stop here. The worst place I've ever been to in my life.
So we leave. Ryan goes up his grandpa, and his grandpa's like, all right, I'm coming. And I was going to go to a coffee shop, but, like, the parking attendant guy told me I shouldn't be walking around at this time of night. I'm like, he said what? And as soon as he says that, right across the street, like, 6 black guys start getting into a goddamn fist fight. And I'm like, holy shit, we gotta get out of here. I was wrong. We should have left earlier. Woo, lad. So he comes in, we're like, let's fucking go, pull up the windows, right out of here, let's leave, please.
Indiana Jones style, start the car!
Ryan, I've got my gun. I'm like, please, Grandpa, let's just get out of here. Grandpa drives. Have you ever seen the video, Grandpa found the car keys? I think that's funny, but you haven't been in a car with an 82-year-old man. Driving, of course. He hit he hit a couple curves, and he actually could not physically see the white lines on the road. And while this was happening, I realized, oh shit, I didn't apologize to my mother yet. This is what I get from God. So when this crazy old man is driving, he scared me so much. I went and physically texted and told my mom, I'm sorry for being a jerk. I love you.
That's all it took. It took a crazy, it took Grandpa finding the car keys.
It took the idea that I would have been so horribly humiliated by Ryan for the rest of my life that I took him to Miku Expo to not get Miku, plus an old man almost killing me, to make me apologize to my mother. So after a while, I feel like it was probably only like 10 minutes of him driving, but it felt like 10 hours of hell.
You're going to have to elaborate on the fact that he could not see the white line.
Well, yeah, it was really dark, and he's old.
Oh my god.
Right? Him earlier too. Now that I think about it, that should have been a huge warning sign. Hey, Grandpa, are you nearsighted or farsighted? Huh? Grandpa, are you nearsighted or farsighted? Well, I'm both now. So Ryan forces him to pull over, gets in the driver's seat, puts on the fucking little TomTom app on his phone, tells his grandpa to shut up, and gives him the map. Yutsu's pissed, by the way. He is mad. He does not like dealing with his grandfather, apparently. And he drives the 3 hours back, angry. And I was kind of fucking scared because, you know, I don't like yelling. It freaks me out. It reminds me of my shitty family. # traumatic past.
That's just part of the deepest lore of this podcast. It'll slowly be revealed in tiny chunks as we go along it.
I'll fucking do why I hate my family and why it took an old man almost killing me and the embarrassment of a lifetime to make me apologize to my mother. Anyway, continuing. So now that Gutsu's behind the wheel and my apology of God has finally finished sending, we're good to go, and we finally make it back home. I fucking kissed the ground in Gutsu's fucking room, and we fucking watch Sunny in Philadelphia and then The Office until we fall asleep. Then, before we fell asleep, I found a cockroach in his room. I regretted kissing the floor in his room.
What the fuck? I mean, really, that was the best possible scenario because you went to go see a fucking Vocaloid concert.
And then a bunch of black people got into a fight outside.
They were probably fighting over Miku.
What the fuck did you say about Luca?
What'd you say about my waifu?
Then the third day.
More?
Well, nothing super exciting. We just watched a bunch of Street Fighter. We watched Needles play in a little tournament. He lost. He got bodied. He's fucking free. And then we fucking... I'm calling you out. Needles.
Needles on blast.
Needles on blast. Then... I ate some pancakes. I came home from my play. Oh, I went to the airport. It took me to the airport. Another drive. Kutsu's mom fucking took me, and his mom's really nice and like happy and shit. And she thinks Miku's super cute and likes her blue hair. And I'm like, I just point and start giggling at Ryan, and he's like, "Don't you fucking do this right now." Then I get in the plane, fucking play more of this stupid game. I get home, get a burger from Jack in the Box. You know, here's my free advertisement for those assholes. Fucking pass out at my house watching friend play Hearthstone. And then that was the adventure of going to Miku Expo.
Oh, Lord.
So, Ted, what did you think about my adventure to Miku Expo?
Well, hopefully when we go in Chicago at the fucking end of May, it'll be a little bit better. Or worse. Hopefully worse.
Well, as long as there aren't a giant swarm of homeless people just a street over, I think we'll be okay. But also, if we stay for all 3 hours, we'll be totally okay. It was 3 hours, by the way. Look, man, I wouldn't have made his grandpa wait 2 extra hours for us anyway. I would not be okay with that.
I'm just imagining him, like, sitting in his car, like, he takes apart his gun, and he's just oiling it. Like, I'm seeing it as, like, a fucking old Western, like, revolver. And he's just oiling it, like, just slowly just going through, methodically oiling it.
He's got a little, he's chewing some of that fucking really chewy stuff. He's got a little...
You mean chewing tobacco?
Yeah.
Chewing some of that really chewy stuff.
I couldn't remember what it was, piece of shit. I'm thinking. I'm a little overwhelmed by all the shit that happened to me recently. All the shit that had no actual fucking threat to my being whatsoever, but I clearly overreacted to.
No, but you see there were colored people there, and they scare you.
Hey, to be fair, there actually was a goddamn fist fight. And apparently, Gucci, and I heard it, thought he heard a gunshot, but I like to believe that wasn't a gunshot. I like to believe that was something else. Anything else. I can only imagine one of those fucking weeaboos when they got out at 11 at night in San Francisco.
Oh my god, that's right. Every one of those weeaboos must have got out. Someone got mugged. Someone lost their cat ears.
Someone lost their Miku twin tail hat. They didn't have those at Expo, but I saw some guy walk in with those. See, I've seen little Miku hats with their hair, but they were never that long before. So I immediately said, Ryan, I'm going to buy you something nice for like driving out and doing all this stuff for me. And he said, buy me one of those Miku hats.
See, I think the most entertaining part of the story was you went to the David's Pizza.
The David's Pizza. Yeah, it was really nice. It had like 3 TVs in there.
What the hell? It's crazy.
Nice place. Really good pizza.
Pizza.
So, what'd you think? Got anything else to say about my little trip to Miku Expo?
You're a degenerate piece of filth, and I guess so am I. So.
Pizza.